Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So to respect your time, if you are looking for a video where somebody's got hindsight and they're doing a trade recap or something like that, this won't be a video for you. However, if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, I'm confident you'll get value from this video. So I will go ahead and pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at market open. All right, watching mRNA here. Did I miss it? All right, well, I got 101 shares. I'm not sure how that's possible, but, well, I mean, I know it's possible, but I'm not. I suppose what I'm saying there is I didn't realize it was that spready. So 101 shares, I'm short, meaning if you're a beginner, I want to see prices go down and I will make money. Wow. Very, very spready. Wow, yeah, we're at almost $1 spread. Throw an order out there, see if I can just... But yeah, I need somebody to hit the bid. Somebody going to fill me on the bid? I'm on best bid. Goodness. All right, I'm basically taking a break even on that one. Way too spready. Let's take a look at Netflix here. In fact, I'm going to take that off one of my other. That was like one of them I was relatively excited to watch, but yeah, that one's been completely removed. Oh, okay, 326 here. I like that. Let me get that alerted. 326, yeah, 327. So in at 326 here on Netflix. Let's see if we can get a break down through 325. So there's the break. Once again, I'm on best bid. Oh, come on, just hit me. There we go. All right. So still have 75 shares left. Let's see if this thing wants to come down through these lows. Took off 25 there because we're at a very high possibility of a bounce threat here. Still have 50 shares though, just in case it does want to come down. All right, I'm going to take those out. So a nice $160 trade there. So very pleased with how that one went. But like I said, very almost a 50-50 now at this point, especially now that you're getting the hammer candle at those lows. It would not be shocking at all to see this thing bounce back up. So what was being risked there definitely did very well. I had a 50-cent risk per share on that one. And my first profit target that I took at 324.75 was, well over, was basically a 2-to-1 there. More than that. I was risking 50 cents and I made $1.25 on that first profit target. So very pleased with how that one went. Especially, again, from a risk-reward scenario. I know you only made 160. I saw so-and-so make way more than 160. And for that person, fantastic. Good for them. I'm happy for them. But it's all about, Hopefully that person was using risk management and not just throwing stuff out there. I'm not saying they weren't, but like I said, as traders, we got to look beyond the amounts and look at, okay, did you actually approach that in a logical way, in a risk-focused way? So Etsy. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I'm going to try to get filled here at 324.55 on the offer short. Okay, I'm filled. Looking for this thing to get rejected back down off this VWAP here. So a very simple premise. Well, I'm not quite sure why it's entered into this such tight little range here. So I did take off some just because I didn't like how, I still don't like how it's in such a tight little range. Starting to open back up here a little bit. Yep, and then back up it goes. Now it's starting to come down, so I'm glad I still have some shares to participate in this move. But yeah, that was looking squirrely for a while. Yeah, well, I got a hammer staring me right in the face. Let's see if we can get 323 though. Again, compared to what was being risked, still doing just fine. That was the benefit of me getting filled up there on the offer. That allowed me to get a great entry point being defined as per the risk that I was taking. All right, well, I tried. So, I'm in a winning trade, but like I said, I was positioned, I was ready, I had shares for this thing to get even redder, but as we're seeing now, it decided to turn itself back around. So yeah, that's sometimes how it goes, is you're there, you have shares, you're positioned, you're already in the green, which is nice, and now it's just a matter of, are you gonna actually break down officially and roll back over? And in this situation, no. Started to, but then you saw it just pop back up. So, I was watching Tesla. It's easy in hindsight to say, oh, I would have nailed that one, but would I have? Maybe. But all right, so there's another trade there, and I mean, yeah, it was a winning trade, but basically not a winning trade because it didn't do what I thought. I thought it wanted to roll back over even more, but still happy with it because, again, compared to what was being risked on that one, you know, the trade turned out just fine. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and make the call that I do want to be green on the day. I'm up 212 with commissions. Let's just call it $200. So the most I'm willing to lose now is about 150, give or take a little bit. That way, I'm either going to still be green, just not as green, or I'm going to be even more green, which is traders. That's I would argue, a highly desired spot where you can sit there and say, you know what? I'm going to be green on the day. It's just a matter of, am I going to be just less green or am I going to be even more green? But I'm still going to be green, and that's where I'm at now. Sometimes I'm willing to go from green to red, but in this situation, which is kind of seeing how the market's behaving, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and make that call that I want to close green on the day. So now it's just a question of, is it going to be more green than $200 or is it going to be less green than $200? So I'll look around and see what happens and see if I can find another trade. All right, right now watching Coin, just show you how the chat room works. 6150 short, stop at 62. So this is a breakdown or get out. So watching 6150. Now, members don't have to take this. This is just my thinking. A member can completely disagree, and that is totally fine because we are all thinking for ourselves, but we're all going to point out different things and different ideas. And if somebody agrees with my idea, fantastic. If somebody doesn't, that's fine too. Okay, watching 6150. Oh, okay. Give me some on the back test. Missed it. I missed my own alert. we'll see if maybe it was a good thing that I was a little too slow, but as of right now, looking pretty good. All right, never mind on that one. Looks like another opportunity at it. In at 61.50. Let's see if we can finally get the breakdown here. Again, I'm going to be green no matter what. It's just how green am I going to be? That's the question. But now it's just a matter of, does this thing want to get some continuation to the downside? Starting to. Let's see if I can take a small allotment off at 61.25. Just because we're in a jumpy market. So how did I not get those off? There we go. So could still be a losing trade. It'll just be a very modest losing trade at this point because I've reduced position size and I've locked in a small amount of gains. Put out some more at 60.85. So let's see if this thing wants to push down through 61. So for you members that took this alongside me, congratulations. Oh, there's a break. So I got to take some more off there. I gave it a chance to break. It did break, but then it didn't. It quickly came back up, which is a early signal that this could be getting ready to turn around. Not a guarantee, of course, because those don't exist. But like I said, I was patient. I gave it time. So let's see if it does want to come back down to 61 and then break down through it. See how it's just hesitating down around here? So I'm being patient. I want to give it a chance, but at some point you have to start to realize, all right, maybe this thing just does not want to actually break 61. But I'm going to give it time. But notice how it just continues to stick around here. Yep, so I'm going to take off another 25. Still have 25 just in case it does come back down. That would be great if it could pull it off. I'll go ahead and pause now. Okay, there. All right, there's the break. The last time it broke and then snapped right back above it. But now we're getting a little bit more. See if it does want to pick up some more momentum here. Regardless, so again, for those of you members that watch these videos and took that trade, congrats. All right, I'll go ahead and pause and I'll keep you updated. All right, I'm actually got to step away from the computer, so I have a stop 61.51 for the final 25 shares. So what did I even get in? All right, so technically speaking, I could lose money on these final 25 shares. But if it wants to keep coming down, fantastic. But overall, it will be a winning trade. It will be a green trade. I just don't know how big of a winning trade because I don't know how far down this thing wants to come. But like I said, I got to step away for a couple moments. So the stop loss is in. I'll be back and I'll update you. All right, I am back and looks like I maybe missed up. No, I wanted ideally 60.50. So, all right, I came back and I thought, oh, did I miss my target? But I didn't. And now I see that's bouncing back around me a little bit. But never mind, I'll go ahead and pause and we'll see what happens. Okay, it's looking like this one might be stopped out here. So I'll at least try to catch that on video. But who knows, maybe I'll be saved by the skin of my teeth. But knocking on the door of being stopped, for those of you that are maybe new to my screen, that right there will turn green if I get stopped out. So white just means the order's in the market. It's been submitted, but it has not filled. It has not occurred. But if it does occur, if it does fill, then that will turn to green. And yep, there we go. So all out there. So yes, in hindsight, I should have taken them out down there, but of course that is hindsight. So overall, a fine trade, but that's also you knew, you evil market makers, you knew that I was making a YouTube video, so you decided to come up, stop me out at the high, and then roll right back over. They knew. See, look at this. Now that's funny. That is funny. By the way, that was said in complete. I don't believe in evil market makers. I don't. That stuff is nonsense. As if somebody is sitting in a cubicle, like pressing buttons to try to do something to you. No, I don't believe in any of that. But that is kind of funny. So there we go. It is 10:11, so a little bit above average. Usually like to be done after 30 minutes. I'm up 249 with commissions. Let's call it, I don't know, 235. So one of those mornings where it is what it is. I had myself positioned, like I said, and I just didn't get any sort of more follow through. I suppose on Coin I did get a bit more follow through, but never really enough to get me down to that next ideal target at 60.50 there. But like I said, I was in that spot where, I was going to make another point. But the nice thing was, or the flip side is, sure, that was quote unquote only a $37 trade, but you have to remember what I was doing. I was trying to ensure that I stayed green, meaning I had to, reduce that position size down and just go with it. So sure, I was never going to make a ton of money, but I also was not going to lose a ton of money, which was going to keep me green, which was the goal. So, I get it. I understand you could be looking at that and just saying only $37, but you got to keep in mind those other dynamics too. But I am definitely going to move on with my day and call it good. So it is what it is. I'll take $230, $235, whatever I did on a, for first off, not even for an hour. I mean, less than 45 minutes, basically 30 minutes, because I stepped away for a while and wasn't even at my computer doing other stuff. But however you want to look at it, we'll just call it less than 45 minutes, $235 on a morning where I was kind of right, but never really right, because things, ultimately never went in my favor. And yeah, okay, this makes me feel better. I'm glad it went back up, because I was feeling and looking really stupid there for a second, but there we go. So thank you evil market makers for not being so evil and bringing the price back up as you sit there in your cubicle. But that's all I have. So if you enjoy these, if you appreciate just kind of showing the ups and downs, and yeah, today was not perfect by any stretch, but it was good enough. And if there's any motivation there, just realize you don't have to be a perfect trader to make money. Sure, you maybe won't make as much money as you think you could or that you want to make because you have a setup and you think this setup is going to behave in a way, and then it just ultimately doesn't. However, that does not automatically mean that you're going to lose money. And today is one of those examples. So I'll take the $235 under 45 minutes and move on with my day. Everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. If you enjoy these live trade videos, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.